Hey everyone! This is my first vlog. Decided to do a vlog every day. I've been watching Life by Hannah and I quite like her vlogs, and she's done a vlog like Veda or something. I don't think there's a trend, probably is. I'm not really clued up on these things, but I think you do a vlog every day, and I've decided to do the same thing because I quite like the accountability. She writes in a planner, and I think one thing she said was, I can't remember, like every month you draw a line and say that's the end of it. I can't remember what word she used, but anyway, someone in work said the same thing, and I thought that's actually quite a good thing, because you just forget about all the bad things that's happened that month, and all the bad things, all the things that you haven't done, like haven't exercised enough, and every month's a new slate. So I might do that. So I'll start that on the 1st of June. So I know it's not the 1st of June yet, and we are in the middle of a month, but decided to do it anyway. Anyway, this video is just, I went to the charity shop yesterday, and well, actually it went today and yesterday, bought a million books. I've got into reading a bit more recently because I started going to book clubbing, where I can just in general just start reading a bit more, which I'm quite pleased about, because I thought I'd lost the ability to read. I thought I didn't have the concentration span anymore, but I've got back into it and I'm actually quite enjoying it, and I've started to read some of like the popular books that's out there. So I'll show you maybe in 3 sections, depends on how long it takes, because I've bought so many books, probably like a year's worth of books in the charity shop. But I'll go through the first section, the ones that I got from the Cancer Research shop. These are £2 for £1, so absolute bargain. I actually went in to look for this book in particular because this is the one that we're reading in book club, and I was really pleased that they actually had it. So it's All the Light We Cannot See. It's about, I think it's about 2 teenagers that meet in World War II in France, maybe. I haven't started it yet. I should read it quickly because I am always really late reading for book club. I'm always like power reading on the last day, so I will read that. If anyone has read this before, let me know, but it's supposed to be quite good. The second book I got is this T.R.E. Jones, Silver Sparrow. I just quite like the cover, it's quite interesting. Dana and Charisse are sisters, bound together by the life-changing secret of their father's double life. Only one of them knows the truth. When they do finally meet and form a friendship, the fragile balance of ignorance and silence that has kept James's secret safe for so long threatens to explode. So that sounds quite interesting. I actually went to the kids section because there's always some kids books that I haven't read, and I thought it's now time to read them. So I've got Artemis Fowl. This is one that I didn't read when I was younger. I think it was maybe because it was geared towards boys, but it's supposed to be quite good, and there's a film out. And seeing as though I want to read 52 books this year, I have bought some YA and some novellas and some kids books to try and tick that off, and that's probably cheating, but there's no rules. It's my rules. But anyway, see how this goes, and if I don't like it, I'll just pass it to my nephew. I'll probably pass most of these books on anyway, or just donate them back, because I don't tend to keep books, because as you'll see, I've bought so many books. The Boy in the Striped Pyjamas. This is actually quite short, which is surprising. I thought it was going to be longer than this. I don't know if it's a kid's book because it's quite big text, but this is a classic, so this needs to be read. I think this is another YA, because I think you can just tell. Called Two Boys Kissing by David Levithan. I don't know how you pronounce that. The two boys kissing are Craig and Harry. They're hoping to set the world record for the longest kiss. They're not a couple, but they used to be. I think just the back of it just reads a bit like a YA. I feel like a lot of people on YouTube, on Book Talk, read a lot of YA. I don't know if that's because it's just what's popular now and it's really easy to read, or you can get through it quite quickly. And I know Book Talk is about quantity rather than quality. I'm not saying that they're not quality, I'm just saying that people, I think they like to just smash through so many books just so you've got more. I am a bit of a slow reader, so what I have read will probably take me like a year, no joke, and that's me like reading consistently because I've bought so many. But anyway, hopefully I'll get back into it and I'll start reading a bit quicker because I am slow. My sister's a fast reader, but I'm not. The other one, so many of these books also so like such good quality. I don't even know if these have been read before. It's perfect. It's To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han. I haven't read this, the previous one, like The Summer I Turned Pretty, or I haven't watched it on Netflix either. I don't have Netflix. But it's not probably not my thing that I'd watch anyway. Maybe I'd watch it in the background, but this. Got this one because it's a really short novella. It's about 100 pages. When I was a teenager, I'd probably smash through this in like an hour or two. Maybe not that short. Anyway, it wouldn't be so daunting to read. I think that's the problem these days now. I pick up a book and it just feels daunting. But years ago, I would just pick it up and I'd probably just read this on a car journey. So I think that's one of the reasons as well why I've picked some shorter ones, to try and break that barrier that you build up as an adult. It's just like, oh no, stressful reading a book. I've seen some reviews about this and they're a bit hit and miss. I think it's written by a teenager. French Riviera, Home to the Beautiful People. It's about Cecile, a precocious 17-year-old. Anyway, I'll see how it goes. It says, the reason I picked it says it's scandalised in 1950s France. So any book that was a scandal is quite interesting. Got this top 10 Copenhagen, because I'm hopefully going to Copenhagen in a few weeks, and I'm either going to do a solo trip or with my friend. I think my friend said she would like to come with me, so that'd be cool, but if she's not available, I'm just going to go by myself because why not? One of my other challenges is I'm going to try and read a few more non-fiction. I'm not going to go crazy. I'm not going to go reading like really long things or really in-depth, but maybe just like short things, like the pocket series, or like a brief history to something, and just about a topic. So this is a short one. I think this is about 85 pages. So the question is, do animals other than man suffer? And I think it's about vegans. Why vegan? I tried to search for this on Goodreads, but it didn't really come up with anything. I don't know if I was searching for it wrong, so I don't actually know if it's any good or not. But it was short, and again, I don't think any of these books have been read. They're like perfect condition. The next one is Elizabeth is Missing. This sounded quite good actually. I'm quite into thrillers at the moment. Romance thrillers. Romance is can be like chick lit, quick to read, but I'm really enjoying thrillers at the moment. The most recent one I read was Verity by Colleen Hoover, and I love that. But I loved one called Blood Orange more. That was really good. I've recommended that for my book club, and I gave it to my sister afterwards. My friend, when we went to Greece recently, she started reading my copy of Verity, and I was reading it, and every time that I was getting ready or something, she was like taking it off me to try and read, and I was like, no, I've got to read it, but I didn't finish in time to give it to her, so I'll have to pass it on next time I see her. This one looks quite good. I think I'm going to enjoy this. It says, Maud is forgetful. She makes a cup of tea and doesn't remember to drink it. She goes to the shops and forgets why she went. Sometimes her home is unrecognisable, or her daughter Helen seems like a total stranger. But there was one thing Maud is sure of: her friend Elizabeth is missing. The note in the pocket tells her so. No matter who tells her to stop going on about it, to leave it alone or shut up, Maud will get to the bottom of it. So that sounds like quite good. I feel like I'll enjoy that. The next one, I just started reading this one yesterday. If I Can't Have You. This is another thriller. From what I can gather, it's a woman who maybe she had someone in the past, and maybe he broke up with her and she cannot accept that. It says, Samuel, the day that I met you, I finally found what I've been waiting for, you. Happiness at last. Then you left me, and now I'm alone. Everyone I love leaves in the end, but not this time. I'm not giving up on us. I'm not giving up on you. When you love someone, you never let them go. That's why, for me, this is just the beginning. So, it sounds a bit like a thriller, so I'm guessing, but I feel like I'll enjoy that one. This is another thriller. The Surgeon. A killer is targeting lone women. I don't know why I'm enjoying this. It sounds a bit sociopathic to be excited. I'm not. A killer is targeting lone women, torturing and murdering them. The precision of his methods leads Detective Jane Rizzoli to suspect he is medically trained. So that seems really interesting. Choke. This one sounded really weird, but when I read the back, it's about a man who pretends to choke in restaurants to sue them, basically. So I feel like might be interesting. I'll see how it goes. I've decided as well, because these books are so cheap, 50p each. Oh well, they're two for pound. If I don't like them, I'm just gonna give up. Life's too short, and I have so many now, and there's so many on BookTok, and also I really enjoyed Verity and Blood Orange, so why push myself to read some books I don't like? The next one is The Help. I've got a feeling I bought this on Google Books, and to be honest, I don't mind reading on Google Books, because I'm the sort of person at the moment that if I don't understand a word, I like to look it up. And this is also a really long book, so I'll be able to read it on my phone if I've got 5 minutes, and then in paperback, and I won't forget where I'm on Google because it remembers where you are. So I'll probably be able to read it in conjunction, and it was only, I think I bought it for probably 99p on Google. This was 50p. But obviously you know what this is, and I haven't seen the film either. The next one is, I think it's missing the disc cover. The No Show by Beth O'Leary, and also I feel like I've bought this on Google Books as well. But oh well, doesn't matter. I have read The Flat Share. Well, I've read half of it. Actually, I need to finish it, but I've misplaced the book. I've lost it, but I was quite enjoying it so far. It's not like the best book in the world, but it's an enjoyable chick flick. Next one, Dolly Alderton, Ghosts. Don't actually know what this is about, but I know her other book is one that's really common, really popular at the moment. My 32nd birthday was the simplest birthday I've ever had, which was perfectly lovely way to begin the strangest year of my life. You'll see. No idea what that's about. Another non-fiction, Surrounded by Narcissists. I feel like narcissism is like a hot topic at the moment on Instagram, on YouTube and stuff. So I'll see. I did try and figure out what narcissism is actually about, and it was a minefield. It was just like talking about egos, super egos. Didn't really get to the bottom of it. Anyway, maybe I'll be clued up if I read that. Gone Girl. This was one that was like out a few years ago. I haven't read it, and I haven't seen the film. Well, I might have seen the film. Anyway, it's a quick read. These are always short, but they're also the text is quite big. I think I've got about two or three short reads now. I was going to keep these for when I go away on like hiking weekends quite regularly, and I thought this is probably a perfect one to take there because I'll be able to read it the entire weekend. Because it depends. You never know if it's going to be a quiet one or it's going to be a trip where people play big games constantly. You don't get much time, so I'll just take a quick read. Maybe I'll take a longer book as well, but I'll take this, and if I finish it, I'll start reading my longer book. But I thought that's a quick way of a ticking up my numbers, and B, like just ticking up some ones without getting stressed about having a book that's too long when I'm away. This is really confusing because it says £1 here, and I was like, I don't actually know where you buy these quick reads from, but you can get them from Waterstones and Amazon, and every single one that I found, even though they say £1, they're not selling them for that price. So I don't know if this is just a promotional price when, like, during the reading week. I'm not sure. But they also have loads of these in the library. I live a 5-minute walk away from my library, and I should just get some books from there, but I am really bad at A, reading on time, B, taking them back. I just thought, you know what, it's easier to just buy some. But I have started getting more books at the library. But I don't keep these books, I always pass them on or take them back to the charity shop, so I don't feel like it's really that bad. Right. I'll do my second set. These I got from the second charity shop, which was their children's ambulance one. These were £1 each, so a little bit more expensive, but not crazy. Some of these I just got because they look new and good condition, and I just like the covers, so I didn't read lots. Some of them, like this, The Manny, about Mill Nanny, which I don't really like the title. It shouldn't need, I'm a bit of like a feminist at heart, and it shouldn't need to have a different name, but it's just a book. You should just stop stressing. Anyway, this one, which I definitely own this on Google Play because I remember buying it for 99p again. I don't know why I keep buying all the same ones that I've got on Google Play in paperback, but at least it shows that I want to read them. This is Going to Hurt, about a junior doctor. I'm definitely going to read this quickly and then pass it to my friend who is a junior doctor at the moment, because I feel like she'll enjoy it. Jojo Moyes, The Giver of Stars. I haven't read any of hers, but I always see them like all over about, so like Me Before You. I haven't read that one, so I'll see what it's like. The Great Circle. Yeah, actually, I'll see what it's about. Oh, it's a bit of a romance. She resists the pull of her childhood sweetheart, but obsession with flight that consumes her most. Another Colleen Hoover, because I really liked Verity, but my friend, she likes Colleen Hoover. She's read quite a lot of them, but she said that a bit hit and miss. I've also got It Starts and Ends With Us, but I haven't read them yet. Right. 10 Things I've Learned About Love. Just romance. Just thought, quite like the cover. I like the cover of this, and also it's a bit different. Like a lot of these are romance and very book talk books of the month, but this one was a bit different. This sounds similar to a book I read a few years ago, which I really actually enjoyed. It was a man who had a bet with his friend about going to every single tube station within a day, and whether he could do it or not. And you think that sounds really boring for a book, but actually it was really enjoyable. So this sounds a bit similar. Welcome to London, a city where a house is yours for £50. And then more stays in the hotel in Mayfair and one on Kent Road, and solves the mysteries that you'll have pondered while languishing in jail. It's a travelogue of one man's erratic journey around those 28 streets, stations and utilities, and an epic history of London's wayward progress since the launch of the world's most popular board game. So, I don't know, that sounds quite interesting to me. I've read this before, but I got it from a friend. The Island. We went to Greece recently, and I told her about it, and then my friend who's Greek said that they've started to like make this into a series in Greece, and it's really popular. And I told her about the book, and then we went to the bookshop in the airport, and it was like £18, and I was like, you can get this book in every single charity shop in the UK because it was so popular a few years ago. I have about 6 Victoria Hislop books on my shelf because my mum and my auntie absolutely love them. So I was like, don't buy it now. I was like, I'll find it, I'll buy it in a charity shop. I was like, I think I've got a copy at home. But anyway, I just saw it today and just thought I'll get it for her as a present. So I just got that. When I looked at my Goodreads, I've actually rated this 5 stars, but I think I remember finding it a little bit of a drag. But I must have liked it if I gave it 5 stars. So maybe it was one of those books that you feel like you ought to give it 5 stars. Anyway, I'll see. I'll give it to her anyway. She'll probably enjoy it. These are my second set that I got from the Cancer Research charity shop, which is again 50p. Becoming Michelle Obama. I feel like this is one that's been recommended. They actually had one on Obama in there, but I don't know, that just seems to be more popular. And then I got some great hardbacks. Some of these I got just because like the covers look quite good, so I'll see how they are. But like again, I said, if I don't read them, then I'll just give them to the charity shop or pass them on. Nobody can escape the streets of Monteperdido. Village of the Lost Girls. Yeah, don't even know what it's about. 2 girls went missing, one returned, the hunt for the other begins. This one looks really nice. The cover looks like a mystery. A very lively murder. It's really pretty. And then this is another really pretty one. The 3 Dahlias. And I think I just bought this because I'm really into gardening at the moment. My dahlia, it died. Some snails ate it, which is really sad. So, I don't know. I just bought it. It was the name. I'm still sad about my dahlias. This is another author I keep seeing popping up. Adele Parks. Just my luck. What if winning means losing everything? We'll see. And I saw this yesterday and I didn't buy it, and then I sort of regretted it a little bit, and it was still there when I went today. This charity shop that I go to, by the way, the stuff moves really quickly there because it's really cheap. If you don't buy it on one day, you'll probably go and buy it the next day, unless it's just really, really rubbish. So anyway, I bought it. I thought I'd give it a read. Why social media is ruining your life. Probably not good for me to be posting that spot on YouTube, but hey ho. I don't even know if I agree with this because I read it quickly. Yeah, on the back. Do you ever obsess with your body? Do you lie awake at night fretting about the state of your career? Does everyone else's life seem better than yours? Does it feel like you'll never be good enough? I don't think any of these issues have got anything to do with social media. Obviously, I'll read the book, but looking at this now, do you ever obsess about your body? I feel like most people's issues start when they're in high school. Nothing to do with social media. Do you ever lay awake at night fretting about the state of your career? Yes, but that's me comparing myself to other people in work, not on my friends on Facebook. They're normally more like supportive of that. Not that I'm saying work isn't, but you tend to compare yourself with peers of your own age in work. And then, does everyone else's life seem better than yours? Yeah, that's quite... You can see that on social media, but you still gotta have that in work too, or on your friends. So, I don't know. I'll give it a read. Miranda Hart. I think I read half of this. I got it from the library, and it was a bit of a quick read. That's all, but I'll read it. I quite like Miranda Hart. She's quite funny. They had this in hardback as well, but I've got a paper cut back. It's just a bit smaller. The Vanishing Half. Stella and Desiree are identical twins growing up in a small southern black community until age 16 they run away. I think they grew up differently and come together and see if their lives and their daughter's storylines intersect. But it's a nice cover. Leanne Moriarty. This is one that by the same author as this one, which I haven't seen the series, but it's supposed to be quite good. Also, the woman on the till that was serving me, she was like looking at all my books and she's like, oh, this is a good one, this is a good one. So, we'll see. One of these books here, she told me it was good, but I can't remember now, I've forgotten This also looked quite good. The Confession by Jessie Burton, or Burton, I can't see that, it's all ripped. Burton. Silka's Journey. I haven't even read the first one, but I've got it on my shelf. And then the last couple. Danish. I'm obviously not going to be able to learn everything really quickly in a few weeks, but I thought it'd be nice to learn a few words. And it was 50p, and it'll go with my other Danish Copenhagen book. This one, I like the cover, and the title's quite good. And it actually sounded quite good on the back. Sex Robots and Vegan Meat. Imagine it was possible to have the perfect sexual relationship without compromise, eat meat without killing animals, have babies without needing to bear them, and choose life without painless death. Life would be better, right? And then people are trying to make this a reality. Oh, I think it was this one that she said it was quite good. The Last Housewife. So, yeah, looks quite interesting. And then this one is another non-fiction. Prisoners of Geography. 10 maps will tell you everything about global politics. And then it's just about, if you ever wondered why Putin is so obsessed with Crimea, why the USA was destined to become global superpower, or why China's power base continues to expand ever outwards, the answers all lie here. That makes it sound like it's a mystery, but I don't think it is. Anyway, that was everything I got, and I got 2 puzzles, 1,000-piece puzzle and 1 50-piece puzzle for my niece. It was a unicorn puzzle, and then the other one was on Paris and Persians. So I feel like I got so much stuff, but when you look at the price that paid, it's an absolute bargain. Yeah, so that's my first day of my journaling. What I'm going to do for the rest of the day is I have a few plants to pot. I started growing some lavender, and they need to be probably repotted now because they're a bit big. And I've got some pomegranate seeds and some melon seeds that I'm going to try and germinate. And I started to germinate some kiwi seeds a couple of weeks ago now, and they've just started to sprout, and my apple pips have as well, so I'm really excited about that. So I'm going to pot those on, and I also have some in the garden that probably need to be repotted. They're probably in a bit of a small pot, like my sunflowers. Some of them are really big and too big for the pot, but it's a bit late now. I think it's about 10, 8:45, I'm not sure. So I might just leave that for tomorrow. This should be okay. But I can probably do the indoor ones today because it's not too bad. I'm gonna try and do some exercise, but I'm off on a day trip tomorrow with my friend, and we have to leave at like 8 AM, and that's really early for me. So I'll need to pack because I think it's about a 2.5 hour drive. So I want to try and leave at 8. So if we're going to go for a walk as well, I don't want to be too tired. So I'll see how it goes. Anyway, that's probably my day. The rest of it, just I was in work. I'm an architect and just making some changes. Yeah, there's not really much else I can do because they're updating our systems. And it's Friday, so nice weekend. So don't know if anyone listened to that. So, but if you did, thank you, and I'll let you know how some of these books go. But yeah, I'll try and read some more. Right. See you tomorrow.